Hi, ladybugs. How's everybody doing tonight? I'm doing okay. I've been in a lot of pain the last few days with my hips, but other than that, I'm all right. How are you guys doing? Is everybody doing good? I hope so. So I had a specific request tonight to dress my Maggie's and my Susu. And I had already done a video where I did my like silicone and everything, but I'll do that on another video because I don't want to get up and go get her. So I'll just, I have to redress them because I screwed up on the other video. So let's start with Milo. We'll find something to put on him. So I can't have this on him because I already put this on him and then I had to redo my video. So that kind of stinks. All right, let me move Morgan out of the way. There we go. So I can get to the bin with the boys' clothes in it. All right, let's see. These are all girls. Girls. I was trying to get the girl stuff out of here, but didn't quite work out. And then there's shoes in the bottom. Okay. Let's see. What are we going to put on Milo? Here's another girl's outfit. This is boys. All right. Did you guys hate it when you try to do a video and then like something happens and you have to like redo the whole video? I was so aggravated with myself. Not that I like did anything specifically to mess it up. I just, so what happened was I had done the dressing video and then I was reading you guys a situation that happened to me a couple years ago and asking for advice. And right in the middle of reading it, and it was a long post that I did. Joey, move. Right in the middle of reading it, my storage was full, and so my video stopped, and I was so aggravated because the post wouldn't have made any sense if it was cut in half. So I had to redo the whole video, even though I'd already showed you guys an album that I did, and I already had my silicone baby dressed and everything. So now I'm going to show you the album again, and I'm just not going to dress the silicone baby in this video. And what I'll do is I'll do 2 videos. So I'll do one with the babies, and then the second video, I'll explain the situation that I was explaining the first time when the video got all messed up. So, yeah, we'll do it that way. I don't know a lot about electronics, so it makes it really all I know how to do is like record the video and then hit the plus sign. I don't know how to like change videos or shorten them or edit them or anything like that. So what you get from me is not like no filters, no editing, just raw truth, because that's all I know how to do. I do want to learn more about how to do that stuff with YouTube videos, like how to edit them and everything, and like maybe put some effects in, but I just don't know yet. So it's going to be, you're going to learn along with me. You're going to see the progression of my learning. I am going to start watching some videos though on how to do more editing and, you know, maybe add some voiceover and stuff, because that would be kind of cool. But I don't at this time know how to do that. So if you guys know of an app that, or like, yeah, an app that helps you like edit your videos and add special effects and voiceovers and stuff, I would love if you guys gave me some advice, preferably free, but if it doesn't cost too much, that's okay. So there's little Milo. Look at his little feet with the little bears on them. Isn't he cute? He looks so cute. I love the Maggie kit. Too bad it's so hard to find, because I would have like my Saskias. I would have like 10 Maggies. I love it. 10 Maggies and 10 Susus. I would love it so much. I love the Maggie and I love the Susu. So there he is. There's Mr. America. Little Milo. He is so cute. Can't get over how cute you are. All right, I dressed Chessie and I dressed Nyani, but I'm going to redress them since I didn't dress them with you guys. All right, let's put Chessie in this yellow dress, because I had actually put this yellow dress on her. But now I have to redo the video, and I don't want to just keep her in the same outfit, so I'll put a different yellow dress on her. Stop it, guys. So, yeah. I'm so bummed that other video didn't work for me. But we'll just focus on this video, because I already deleted the other one. So we'll just focus on this one. I don't have any choices now. I can't go back and change my mind to post it. So How's everybody doing? Is everybody expecting any new babies? I think I'm gonna do a trade. It'll be my first trade in like 8 months. I'm super excited about it. I'm not sure if it's everything's gonna happen the way it's supposed to, but I think it's gonna be good. So we'll see. I mean, like, as far as we haven't like officially agreed to trade, so we'll see how that goes, but I think it's gonna be good. I am trading my Jupiter for Juniper for a Daphne. So we'll see how that goes. She does need some work, but that's okay. I'm all totally good with that. I want to add a little blushing to her cheeks, a little bit of veining. But other than that, she's beautiful. I love her hair. So we'll see. Hopefully the trade goes through. I'm super excited. All right, let's finish dressing Chessie here. The Maggie kit is just one of my favorites. Look, I love this bonnet with the hole in the back. Isn't that cute? There's Miss Chessie. Isn't she cute? Oh, she's so cute. Hold on, I gotta put my leg out because my hip is killing me. There we go. There's Miss Chessie. Yeah, there's Chessie. Oh, there's Chessie. Yeah, you're so cute. Chessie, you're so beautiful. I love my babies. And then we'll dress Miss Nyani. I put her in this outfit in the last video. Whoops, hold on, she's stuck on my tube. That's pretty cute. I'll have to put her back in this when I dress her again because it looks really adorable on her. I have to tighten up these buttons. They're really loose. They're like hanging. I'll show you when I take it off her. They're like really loose. I think I just need like a similar color thread and then to just tighten them up, I think. I mean, I don't know much about sewing, but I think that that's pretty self-explanatory. To tighten up a button. What do you guys think? Is that pretty straightforward? You just go through the buttonhole? I think so. All right, let's put this one on Nyani because this will be really cute on her. Oh, I got to take her onesie off. So, yeah, you know, having Ehlers-Danlos is really hard. It's really difficult sometimes to deal with. Like, I have downturns in it. That's what I call them, downturns, but they're like periods where things get worse. And sometimes it gets better again, and sometimes it doesn't. It just becomes permanent. And the last, like, since the middle of July, I've had a really hard time just feeling sick and with pain and my gastroparesis and all that. Oh, this is a onesie. And so it's really been a challenge the last like 7 weeks or so. And I'm really hoping this isn't going to be like a permanent state of being, but I guess we'll see because it might very well be a permanent state of being. We'll have to see. Sometimes downturns just become a new reality, and other times it's just a temporary thing. So I'm kind of hoping it's temporary, but I'm starting to get discouraged and lose hope. With things going so poorly and how I feel so sick all the time. My stomach is sick. I'm in pain. I get headaches now. I just am not feeling well at all. So it really limits what I do. But the other thing is that I used to be a real social butterfly and just go out everywhere all the time and spend all my time outside the house. And then I had a situation happen, and that's the situation I'm going to read to you guys in the next video. Because I wrote it down so that I would have, you know, like my thoughts organized, because I do better when my thoughts are like written down and organized. And it's the reason I really don't go out anymore. You know, I had a really bad experience, and it's really affected me. I try not to let things like that affect me, but it totally did this time. So I'll explain that in the next video, though. Let's see. Let's get Nyani all dressed here. we go. Look at that pretty girl. Look at that pretty girl. Doesn't she look pretty? Yeah. I really only like go to the store a couple times a month now. I don't like go hang out or do anything like that. And it's not because I can't, because I could with my walker, but it's because I don't want to. I get so anxious now after my situation that happened. So I really don't do much, but I like doing my paper crafts, and I like doing my playing with my babies, and I cross stitch, and I do Legos, and I do all that stuff. Oh, I wanted to show you guys an album that I made. So let me do that real quick. I'll show you the album. So this is the front. It's got these beads, these really sparkly beads right here. And then it's got some gems. It's got a crown for opening it, like a metal crown, because there's a magnet there. And then it's got a little lock and key, some bows, and then these are acrylic flowers that I made. Can you see them? There's one there, and there's one there, and there's one there. And then this is a shaker. And then there's this one too that I made, this acrylic flower. So I'm going to show you guys the album. I really like making albums. So here's the gems. You can see them under the light, how sparkly they are. The beads, I mean. And then, Evie, get off. And then here's the front of it. Here's some gems that I put on, like a paisley pattern. And then here's the little crown for opening it. And then there's this surface for pictures right here. And then if we open this up, Joey, move. Come on, move. Move out of the way. Move. Don't snap at me. Move. I need to spread this out here, so you need to move. All right. So here's here's this. Hold on, it goes this way. So there's this whole surfaces for, there's some stars right there. Some little sayings, but that's all for pictures. And then you got the whole back side for pictures, and these little skeleton cameos of a girl and a guy. Aren't those cute? I love them. I think they're so pretty. This is the Elegance collection by Graphic 45, and it's basically pink, black, roses, and Parisian. So it's got like the Eiffel Tower and little old style perfume bottles and dress forms and all that stuff. So that's that. And then this here opens up. You got this little surface here for pictures, and then you got this surface here. And then these open up, so you got the front and back of all these. Here's another little, some more embellishments that I put on. This one has little gems on it. Oops, it goes the other way. There we go. And these all have magnets to keep them closed. You got the back side of that one, and then this one here has these little cards in them that you can either put pictures on or you can use them for journaling. So that's really cool. And they just get held by this little ribbon. Oops, sorry, I dropped the phone. They just get held by this little ribbon. And then you have the same thing that you had on the top one, which is it opens up for 3 surfaces. And then you have the front and back of all those. And then you have this big 12 by 12 surface, and this one here, which has some beads and gems and embellishments. And then here's this. So that's that side. And then this side is, this one here opens up like this. So you have that whole surface. And then you have this side here, this whole surface for pictures. And then you have that, and then there's this here that opens up. And then here's some more. This is held together with a really pretty little brad. But it's basically for more, it's like a mini album inside the big album for pictures. See? So you have like a tiny little mini book, and that goes in that pocket right there. And then this folds down. And then here you have more cards. There's more cards in here. That folds up, if I can get it to stay up. There we go. And then this folds out. Hold on, let me show you. There we go. So you have all those surfaces. And the back side right there. There's some pearls right there. And then you have this that folds up. And then you have this that folds down. And then this little thing I'll show you. I have to put the phone down for a second. So this is held together with this little band right here. So the band just slides off, and then you have a whole nother mini album inside here. So this comes with like 2 mini albums. This is the biggest one I've ever made. This specific album is the biggest one I've ever made. It took me months to do. I love it, love it, love it, love it. So there's that. And then on the back side, I just love, I love doing paper crafts. I find it super relaxing. I just absolutely love it. And I love playing with my babies. So those are things that I enjoy doing. Paper crafts definitely are one of them. Hold on, I've got to figure out what I did wrong for folding this up. There we go. I think that goes like that. Yeah, there we go. And then this folds up. Okay. And I'll show you the front again. And all the panels are held together by magnets, so you don't have to worry about it opening up or pictures falling out. Isn't that pretty? So that's one of the albums that I made. This is by far the biggest and most intricate one that I've ever done. I've never done one that had this many surfaces. But you know, the thing is about making albums is I do it because I enjoy it, but it really doesn't, they're not as much in demand as they used to be because everything is online. So there isn't really like, you know, what is the word I'm looking for? A usefulness for albums because we don't really, a lot of people don't have physical pictures anymore. So a lot of people don't look to buy those things. The best that I could think to market it for would be like, if you wanted to put your grandma's pictures in it and like present it to her as a surprise gift, like that would be cool, but we just don't have physical pictures anymore. Tiny, get out of there. We just don't have no, go on. We just don't have physical pictures anymore. So it's not really in demand anymore, you know, but I still make them because I like them. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. But I like it and I'll still do them. I do that. I do Legos. No, go on. I do that. I do Legos. I cross stitch. I paint babies. I do cards and albums with my paper crafts. I do puzzles sometimes. No. I like to play some video games, but I'm not into like the Xbox or the PlayStation. I really only play the Nintendo games. And there's only a few games that I like. So, yeah. But I'm going to let you guys go, and I will see you in the next one. Love you guys. Bye.